Hey guys, it's Tim back again, and in today's video I'm going to be basically talking about why I quit video games and how quitting video games really changed my life and really, made me achieve the life of my dreams that I really wanted to be living. So first of all, let me just talk about what games I was really addicted to when I was playing video games. It was ever since age of about 17 I got hooked to RuneScape, and I would play this game insanely a lot every day. Exceeding, if I wasn't at school, I would basically on weekends I would be playing it like 14 hours, 16 hours, just like as soon as I wake up, and then I'll go to bed really late because I'd be so hooked to it. And on school days I would basically play a little bit before school, and I'll come back and I would just play it like there's no tomorrow, going to sleep at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, and just repeating that. And I repeated that for a couple years, and I just really was hooked to this game. I think one of the fundamental reasons why people get hooked to video games, especially if you're shy, or if you're lacking self-esteem, is that it allows you to really live your dream life. Because you're controlling this character, and you can really be yourself. How people are running around these MMORPG games, like just shouting and just being like crazy, dancing around or going up to girls saying hi sort of deal. This is actually how our dream core self really wants to be, and we're like hiding behind this screen, just like basically because there is no anxiety involved. We're just really being ourselves. But anyways, I believe I was my true self in these games. I would go up to girls, if they were actually girls. Sometimes it's guys playing as girls' characters, but I'll go up to them and I'll start striking a conversation. And in RuneScape you can buy and sell products, so I was doing like little businesses, and I wasn't really scared about risking money, and I just really enjoyed it. It was just the element. It was just almost like I was living my second life. And I remember I managed to get this gold gilded armor. I forgot all the names now, but people were really just, especially the noobs you would call them, on free-to-play world. They've never seen this armor before, so they would all follow me around, and you feel significant, and it's something that you don't really experience in every day-to-day life. When you're shy or suffering from social anxiety like I was. So it was just really escapism for me. And after RuneScape, I managed to get over that game eventually. I eventually ended up quitting. But then I found another game, which was Call of Duty 4, I believe. And that game I was hooked just as much as RuneScape. I was playing it, but this time it was like you now got a headset on, so you're really communicating with other people, and you're doing all these like team strategy stuff. And I created a clan on there, and you get that sense of union and belonging sort of deal. And I thrashed that game just as much as RuneScape. And I remember my parents actually had to disconnect the Wi-Fi on one of the days because they were simply fed up of me really living on this game. One day I decided to quit because I really decided to just question my life. And I began to think about, is what I'm doing today really going to make me, is it going to be significant in 20, 40 years? Is this daily habitual behavior gonna get me to where I really want to be? And the answer was simple. It wasn't. If I carried on gaming, unless I was monetizing it, unless I was creating YouTube videos for it or whatever, unless it was my career, there was no way I was going to make money from it, or there was no way that it's going to make me achieve what I view as success, health, wealth and love. And playing games every day was really ruining my social interaction with other people, because speaking through a headset and not really meeting people face to face, it just ruins your social communication and your social dynamics, especially if you're shy, and especially if if you have low self-esteem, or you suffer from social anxiety, just like I did. And so I decided one day that was it. I was going to quit and just go live my life. Because the truth is, guys, in games, how we're leveling up our character or making our characters better, the question you got to ask yourself is, why aren't you making yourself better in real life, right? Real life is essentially a game, right? it is a game. If you think about it, we're all destined to the graveyard, right? There's only a certain amount of years we can actually live, you know, because we're in this physical world. By definition, we have to enter the non-physical world, right? We're all gonna die one day. So in a way, you can treat it like a game, right? The game, you can decide what your goal is. What is success for you? Do you want to have a model girlfriend? Do you want to become a millionaire? Do you want to have a six-pack ripped body, and do you want to become a bodybuilder? Well, the truth is, guys, like, this is essentially a game, and it's like you spend hours just, you know, just on the screen, just leveling up your character and, you know, making everything better. Like the technology around you, you're upgrading your PC, you're buying a new Xbox. But ask yourself, when was the last time you upgraded yourself, right? You're running the same OS you was running back when you was like 15, right? You've not upgraded yourself. You got to ask yourself, why aren't I moving forwards? And as soon as I began asking myself that was it. I was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to become the best version of myself. And this is why I created this YouTube channel, you know. This YouTube channel was a turning point for me, because I learned so much in the last 5 years, learning about self-development, learning about reinvention. And I got to the point where people were asking me how to do it. So I became a coach as a part-time thing, and I'm still coaching to this day. But I got to the point where I was like, you know, I look back and I'm like, it was crazy what I was doing. It really was. And yeah, you just basically got to ask yourself, right? And if I really look back now, it seems crazy. Right? It seems crazy that every day I was wasting, you know, those amount of hours. I remember looking on my COD 4 account and it said I had over, 100 days gaming time played. And you just think to yourself, that's 100 days of your life, right? And you think about it, if you're going to die at the age of 80, you know, that's not guaranteed, by the way, because, you know, we could die today for all you know. There's no guarantee in life. But say you're dying at the age of 80, like, just imagine if you're at the age of 78, how important the days are, and you'll just be looking back like, I've wasted those days. But let me just let you know, let me just let you in on this, right? The truth is, right, when we're stuck in this situation, so if you're addicted to games right now, your emotional mind is going to disagree with me, because it can't have that perspective. It isn't until you move away from that perspective you realize how stupid it is. So, for example, if you were to basically be a smoker, you don't really think smoking is disgusting. But it isn't until you've really quit smoking, you really want to stay away from smokers. You're like, oh my god, I can't handle the smell. It's just different perspective. It's the same with gaming, guys. If you're a gamer at the moment, you're going to rage at me right now, and you're going to, you know, throw all your troll negativity. But you got to realize, guys, one day you are going to get out that pit, and hopefully you get out of that pit sooner or later. And you'll look back at this, and you'll look back at yourself, and you realize, you know, I was kind of stupid. Guys, just if you take away one thing from this, stop leveling up your character in games and start leveling up yourself, right? In RuneScape, you would reach 99 and get a golden gilded cape or a special skill cape. Why don't you get a special skill cape and master something in real life and actually begin to live this life you've been blessed with? If you think about it from a biological point of view, right? 400 million sperm cells it took, right? And only one went through, and it's you. You show up, right? There's a reason why you're here. But if you're wasting all that time spending it on video games, are you really gonna become successful, or are you really gonna make the most of your life? The answer is no. So get real with yourself and then start upgrading yourself. Upgrading and leveling up yourself. And start really living this life. It doesn't matter where you are right now. As long as you start, as long as you make the first step, right? As the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. It's up to you to begin now if you're playing games. That is all from me, guys. I just want to say, stopping video games have literally changed my life. And I hope this video, one of the key messages, have really resonated with you. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you know any avid gamers that you want to share this message to, please share the video. Who knows, it might change their life and you would have contributed towards that. And guys, if you got any questions, please leave me a comment in the comment box below. And guys, the power of having friends on gaming is what really make you become hooked. So what I've done is created a group, right, where you can become friends with success-driven people as well as successful people. And if you want to join that Facebook group, you basically have to go in the description box below and click the link, and I will approve your request. Okay guys, have a very successful day, and I'll see you next time. Remember, always take action. See you soon.